The pandemic has led to a staggering death toll across the country. These here are photos of just some of those that we have lost. More than 500,000 people have died in the U.S. so far. More than 38,000 confirmed deaths in New York State, about 20,000 in New Jersey, and more than 7,000 in Connecticut. And the COVID-19 death rates continue to ravage communities of color across the nation, with blacks the most impacted, dying 1.4 times the rate of whites. Over the past year, we have covered dozens of stories of loved ones lost by the pandemic. They were nurses like Caius Kelly, teachers like Sharon Bascom, and also public servants like New York City firefighter Ralph Costanzo.
Each life cut short by a virus that showed no mercy. Tonight, we revisit a family who lost its patriarch. 81-year-old Joseph Malucci died in April, leaving behind a storied Italian restaurant and a daughter determined to preserve his legacy. CBS 2's Jessica Moore has their story.
I don't know if I'll ever fill those shoes.
At Mario's restaurant on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, a portrait is now propped where Joseph Malucci stood every single night.
I don't know if I want to fill those shoes. I think that I want to leave him to be remembered the way he is.
The celebrated patriarch lived and breathed the family business. He did everything at Mario's, from cooking to running the front of house, where his megawatt smile and towering presence drew loyal customers for decades and forever endeared him to granddaughter Jackie.
Every time I came, I would walk straight to the kitchen. He'd pick up his apron, wipe the sweat off his face, and give me a kiss. Hello, baby. Little things.
Doctors say years of breathing in pizza flour inside the restaurant damaged Malucci's lungs, so much so that when the 81-year-old contracted COVID at the end of March, he passed away within a week.
When they called us and said he was gone, that's that feeling that you never forget. It was heartbreaking. It was, because you felt like he was going to be here forever.
I know mentally he's not going to be here, but physically you always feel like he's going to walk through that door.
Regina Delfino's grief was compounded by the realization that the same virus that killed her father now threatened to steal the family's livelihood.
How hard has the pandemic been on business?
Oh, very hard. Very trying on your nerves, on your financial status. The stress level is through the roof.
With her father gone and indoor dining shut down for most of 2020, Delfino says she spent all of her time at the restaurant, trying to preserve a pastime 4 generations deep.
I have to do whatever it takes right now to make it work. I'm not in the position to hire somebody else to be here for me. I want people to know that I'm here to do this and I'm here to stay. And I'm doing this to carry on my family.
Delfino now sees the light at the end of the tunnel. She recently got her COVID vaccine. Indoor dining is finally resuming at a sustainable capacity, and now the business of carrying on her father's legacy can truly begin.
They were always at the door, always welcoming. So it was my grandparents did it, my father did it, now I'm doing it.
He shined for so many years, and now it's her turn.
It's a job she takes seriously as she honors the generation that came before and prepares the one that will come next. In the Bronx, Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.